Hey guys, it's Byron speaking here. I just had a few thoughts today about the things that we need to do to get our heads straight and to get our businesses up and going as soon as this coronavirus takes over and completes the cycle. It is going to happen. There's a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety out there. I know that. I feel the same way. I'm as nervous as all you guys about our business, about the prospects, about how we're going to do a turnaround here and turn around quickly. Um, I've come up with 8 things to do now that you need to consider to best put you in the best position. Because what you do today is going to greatly impact on how you come through this dilemma, this pandemic that's going through 140 countries in the world. Rest assured, there's going to be a vaccine, but it's going to take months. It's not going to take months and months and months to get the vaccine. It's going to take months and months and months for the manufacturers to turn around and produce, a vaccine pill that will accommodate everybody throughout the entire world. One thing about this pandemic, which I know sounds strange for me to say this, but it's actually brought the world together, which is kind of cool in a lot of ways, right? The most important thing we need to do now is to unite as a world against this pandemic and to treat all countries fairly. This is not a time to show gamemanship and we're the greatest country in the world and so on and so forth. This is time for all countries to work together. All the scientists across this great planet that we've been gifted to live on are working together now. So we need the governments to work together and to work efficiently and to come up with a plan not only for this coronavirus that's attacking our human people across the 140 countries. We need to learn, take a lesson from this and come up with a plan to deal with this problem throughout the world to attack future viruses and to make sure that this is taken care of in the future. My way of thinking is that we got to prepare for the worst at all times, both personally and professionally. That's number one. We got to prepare for the worst. Excuse me. And guys and gals, it's very, very important that you sit down and map out a plan both for your family and both for your business and consider all these variables and try to come up with a plan that's going to be the best possible plan that you can put on paper and then work towards those goals. And don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your aspirations. Be inspirational to your family. These kinds of things have crossed our paths many, many times. Ebola, the swine flu, SARS. They've been going on ever since mankind and ever since there's been an earth. So, we got to deal with it. We can deal with it. It's part of our DNA. Humans unite when there's problems like this. And, Mother Nature has spoken and they want us to change our ways. And we'll do it. And we'll accomplish new goals. We'll become more innovative. We'll create all options and better ways to deal with how this virus has attacked us. One thing for sure is that there's going to be tremendous death, both young and old. I don't care what they're telling you. Within 3 to 6 weeks, you're going to see that young people are dying, middle-aged people are dying, old people are dying, old people like me. So it can attack any of us at any time. So we have to be diligent. We have to take care of ourselves. It's critical that you get up in the morning and you try to do some kind of exercise for 30 minutes, whether it's walking, taking a walk, or we have a gym downstairs, so I do 10 miles on a stationary bike every day to try to stay in shape. And so prepare for the worst. Number two is mitigate now, do not postpone. Mitigate now, do not postpone. So when you build your plan, personal and professional, you have to look at the worst scenario and what you need to mitigate, uh, and do not postpone on that. Mitigation is a critical component of any business, and every business is going to have to mitigate to certain extents. and and don't be fooled by this thing going to be over 2 weeks from now after you do your quarantine, or even 2 months from now. I mean, this is going to be around for a while. So you need to do whatever you need to do. Protect your family, but also protect your business as best you can, so that when you come out the other end, you're ready to go. Like you gotta think expansion, not contraction. You're going to have to do everything you can within your power and within your finances and your limitations to make sure that you've done everything you could possibly do. Don't wait until this thing is over, right, man? Keep a positive mind, keep a positive outlook. Be inspired by some of the stories that you're seeing on Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn. I mean, there's a lot of creativity out there. So, feed off that, and be strong, be safe, right? So, number 3 is look at all options. Look at every conceivable option in your wheelhouse, because I don't care what anybody says. Somebody's problem is somebody's opportunity. So if you think that you can rest on your laurels, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Everybody's going to take a hit on this. The question is, how big a hit are you going to take? And to me, one thing you got to do is you got to get up every morning, and you got to treat every morning like it's a business day, the same as I'm doing right now. Like, I get up, I work out, I have a plan. I have a plan of attack, and I'm at the end of my career, but I'm at the start of my career, and I'm not going to give up. Everybody wants everybody retired at 65. Well, you know what? That's bullshit. I'm only starting my career. I believe that everybody has multiple careers in a lifetime. And the older you get, the more wiser you get, the more knowledge you get, the more expertise you get, that you can offer young people that advantage. And why don't we do it? So don't retract, don't contract, expand on your horizon, because you have so much to offer. And this is what we're going to be trying to do in the next 5 to 10 years. From my business advantage, is we're working on things now that are going to help people build success habits, and also teach them how to learn a life of happiness and a life of joy, and obviously build a life of prosperity. So, number 4, look for like-minded people around you. That means you may have to get rid of negative people. You may have friends and family that are negative. Don't let them bring you down. You must stay in one mindset. If you don't have a positive mindset, there's ways that we can teach you how to build a positive mindset. We're not experts, but we've had a career and a lifetime of building a career where we know there's certain techniques and skills required to keep a powerful, positive mindset. Number 5, budget planning is critical. So every plan that you put in place, you have to look at the financial budgets of what's required and ways to cut budget expenses. Certainly right now is a good thing. So some of the most successful businesses in the world. When I was vice president of a Fortune 500 company called Fidelity Financial for 5 years, back 15 years ago, one thing they taught me is that every week you have to do a financial overview. Every month you have to do a financial overview. Every 6 months you have to do a financial overview. And every year you have to do a financial. Every January of every year for the last 35 years, when I set up my goals and my aspirations for what I want to do and what I want to accomplish, part and parcel of that is creating a financial planning budget, both personal and for business. So I highly recommend that you include this in your daily plan. Number 6, look for opportunities. Believe me, the people that are going to be successful 3 to 5 years from now are the people that are sitting back right now and looking for opportunities. Those opportunities are in business, personal, stock market. Don't look for the industries that are losing dramatically. Look for businesses that are creative. Watch closely companies like Amazon and Microsoft, and look for all the banks like RBC, Bank of Nova Scotia, TD, CIBC, all these banks. See how their stock prices are going. There's no question. Nobody's mentioning this word, but there's no question we're going into a recession, because you can't have 140 countries going out of business for a couple months and not something happen in the fiscal year to bring it down into recession. That doesn't mean we're going to stay in a recession. But what I'm saying to you is the greatest opportunities are right now before us. So all we got to do is look for those opportunities, right? Talk to like-minded people. Don't be scared to reach out and to talk to very successful people and ask them, what are you doing? What ideas do you have? What's your game plan? It's very important that you try to look at these things. Number 7, always be a step ahead, right? Think forward, not back. That's the title of my book, Always Forward, Never Back. I don't look back. I can't change the back. But what I can change is the future. I can change the forward. So always look forward, never back. Last but not least is number 8, increase value. If you got a job, you need to show value. But even if you don't have a job and you're an employer, you need to create value. Money follows value. The more value you have, the more money you're going to have. So John Maxwell, very, very influential business guru, probably written 250, 300 books. He shows value through leadership. And so leadership is creating value for yourself, but showing value to others. So these are 8 little points that I wrote out this morning when I was thinking, when I reflect back on all the stuff that's happening today. I hope you get something out of this. If you do, please like and share and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be making future videos on success habits and so on and so forth. So I appreciate everything you're doing, and God bless you. Be safe, and more importantly, be strong. Talk to you.